So the flag behind me is what's called a colour, and it's a type of flag or standard that would have been carried into battle and carried by regiments of the British Army. This one belonged to the 32nd Cornwall Regiment and is dated from 1844. Regimental colours were a really important part of regimental tradition. They frequently carried the battle honours for the regiment. These were the famous battles that a regiment had been involved in. So this one features early battles from the Napoleonic Wars. So regimental colours would be a useful point of reference for soldiers who got separated from the unit in the heat of battle. Through the smoke and the sounds of the battlefield, they'd be able to see their regimental colours and reunite with their unit. The standard bearers for the regiment were ensigns, and they would be protected by a colour sergeant, which was a rank of great prestige. Though colours are no longer carried into battle, the rank of colour sergeant still exists within the British Army today. The last time that colours were carried into battle was during the First South African War, after which time it was determined that it was no longer practical to carry such a huge flag into battle, as the nature of war and combat changed over time. As the colours of the regiment deteriorated over time, it would be necessary for them to be given new colours, and also as they became out of date, as new battle honours were added, they would need to be changed. At this point, the regiment's previous colours would be buried or laid up in a church, or sometimes ended up in museum collections related to the regiment. We have several colours in the regimental collection, and lots of archival material and photographs related to times at which the colours were conferred onto regiments and battalions. These are some of the best examples that we have, and these date from the 1800s, belonging to the 32nd Regiment.